Hi, welcome back. Further to our previous class discussion about credit risk modeling and its measurement, and today we are going to see the concept of scorecard. It is a case study based discussion followed in a State Bank of India. It is a small case, a situational based case, how the bank manager will react according to the situation. Especially the concept of customer scorecard will be discussed in this case. So before go to the case, let us try to understand the concept of scorecard. Yes, when you talk about a score, it is a numbers. Like the undergraduate students will get the grading system, percentage system, school kids getting a rank based system, percentage based system. So all those things talks about numbers, ranking, order. Likewise, a scorecard is a mathematical model that determines a score value which is having some set of conditions, and based on that conditions, if a customers meet up the conditions, you can able to give some scores to the customers, and the cumulative of scores will be taken for the final assessment in terms of whether to sanction the loan or to reject. So that is what the concept of scorecard, and let us try to see the case study with the three different situations. Mr. Anthony is the loan seeker and he is looking for a loan amount of 3 lakhs. Keep it in mind, this is a personal loan, there is no question of mortgage in this category. So he is looking for a loan amount of 3 lakhs and he is ready to repay the loan amount within a period of 3 to 5 years. He is approaching a bank which is located in the Coimbatore district of State Bank of India. Mr. Sam is the branch manager. The moment he approached the particular bank manager, he will start asking questions like, who are you, where are you working, what is your source of income, do you have any tax history, have you repaid the payment, and all those things, Form 16, tax returns. He will start posting so many questions, try to assess the Anthony's financial stability. Soon after he get convinced on the basic level, he might give an applications to the Anthony to fill it up and for the further scrutiny process. So this is what normally the bank manager will undergo the process of loan scrutiny process. So let us understand, Anthony have given the basic requirements and based on that he has been given an application to fill it up. So we'll try to assess the conditions in three different situations. The first situation has three parameters to discuss. One is customer lifetime value. What is a customer lifetime value? When I am buying a bike has a life value. Let's say 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. A car has a life value, right? Similarly, a customer to a particular bank will also has a lifetime value. Throughout the lifetime, what is the amount that we can expect in terms of transaction? So through which the bank can able to think of it revenue streams. So likewise, a customer life value for this particular scenario, I am giving you 150 points ranking. Some points is assigned to the particular person. Let's say the person age is 18 years and is having account in the State Bank of India respective branch. In the second situation, the customer lifetime value has a slightly different figure. Now it is a 500 points, a different age of 45. And the third case, yes, again the customer life value has been changed from 500 to 650, but now the age is not 45 plus, instead it is 45 minus, exactly 35. So if 3 person approach the bank, State Bank of India manager, Mr. Sam, how Sam will react to these 3 person? All those person having an account in these respective branches, they have different lifetime values and different age factors. So with that note, how Mr. Sam will react to this particular loan request. So before we understand how Sam will react, we'll try to assess the scorecard followed in the State Bank of India. It is a imaginary terms. For a lifetime value, the bank has a 3 different slab. First slab is less than 100 and second slab 100 to 400. Third slab is more than 400. For each slab, the bank has a different scores. As long as lifetime value of a customer increases, your score get increased. Similarly, for age, they are having 3 different slab. Less than 20, 20 to 40 and greater than 40. When the age is very less, you have a very less score, and your age is higher, again you have very less score. Why? Because the uncertainty. 40 plus age, 50 plus age, normally taking loan for longer duration, it's very risk for the bank manager or with the bank to recover it. What will happen if something goes beyond our control? So normally the score will get reduced when the age goes high. So in between age of 20 to 40, yes, of course you have a higher score rate. And if a person having bank account in this particular branch, you can able to have a track record of his financial transaction. So you can able to give a higher rate. When there is no transaction, when there is no bank account, possibly the scores is very less. And based on that, bank have a final conclusions. If a score is lesser than 400, the bank manager are instructed to reject the loan application. If a score is greater than 600, straight away the loan can be approved. But in between 400 to 600, let the bank manager can talk to the customers, assess their requirements, assess their ability, assess their credibility, and based on that assessment, the bank manager can finalize or sanction the loan. So this is how a template is already given to Mr. Sham of State Bank of India manager, and based on that this template, the Sham will assess the customer's profile and allocate loan if needed. So the first situation, and based on that template, the person gets a total score of 324. What our rule says is, if a person scores less than 400 points, the statement says to reject the loan. Yes, on that note, the applicant request has been rejected. It is not approved. For a situation B, the total score is 487. Yes, the first level it has passed. More than 400 can be considered for the next stage. Yes, but this is not above 600 points. So if it is 600, yes, can be approved directly. But if the point is between 400 to 600, the branch manager can take a call. Now the branch manager will call the customer, will talk to them, try to assess the requirements, try to assess the sources of income and its stability, credibility, all those things that can be assessed, and based on that the branch manager can think of loan sanctioning. If needed, the branch manager can able to consult with their senior officer or with the head of office and discussed, and based on that can be released. If not, the credit risk will play a huge role in these cases. Situation 3, it's a safer side. The total score earned by the loan seeker is 649, which is higher than the required level of 600. So the loan will get approved. So one way it is not approved, on the extreme level it is approved, on the middle level bank manager's purview can be taken into consideration. Right? But I'm not closing the case now. I'm giving you caution now. The State Bank of India scorecard, whatever you have discussed here, it is only have to understand the concept of scorecard workings. But there is no standard instruction by the Reserve Bank of India to follow a standard scorecard for all the banks. That is not at all possible. Means if one bank rejects applications of individual, all the banks in this country under the guidance of RBI will straight away reject the applications. But that is not the case now. RBI is giving a guidelines to follow a scorecard, but the bank can decide the mechanism of scorecard. We have seen only 3 parameters, but the respective bank can add few more parameters. They can have multiple number of parameters and multiple different score values. So all those things can be decided on their bank management, or higher officials can able to decide that. But as far as India is concerned, they have 4 credit information companies. The topmost or maybe the most famous information company is CIBIL one, Credit Information Bureau India Limited. Second one is Experian, Equifax and Himax. So except a CIBIL, all 3 companies are not that famous like a CIBIL, but CIBIL is the most famous. 9 out of 10 people could able to immediately guess what a CIBIL is all about. When we approach a loan, CIBIL score talks about everything. So based on that, the bank can decide whether to go for it or to cancel it. So this is about a small case study, customer scorecard measurement, and based on that we can build a model to assess the customer's risk. So with that note, I'm closing the session with a small assessment. Is the credit score common for all the banks? I'm posting a questions in the forum.